What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all a quick update of Bitcoin. Right now we're sitting at $16,925. We're about flat on the day. What I want to do today was look at Bitcoin from the 1 month time frame. That's what we're on now, and we're going to work all the way into the 1 hour time frame to get you guys some really good detail. Also, for tomorrow or Monday, one of those days, Lord willing, I'm going to do an altcoin video. So whatever altcoins you guys would like to see, put it down low, and we'll take the top 3 or 4, whatever people voted for, and we'll do those altcoins like we did in the last video. Seemed like people like that, so we'll dig into that for you guys. So let me know down low and also what you got going on today, and let's dig into this. So guys, when we're taking a look at Bitcoin here on the monthly time frame, what I did today, we're going to take a look at Heikin-Ashi candles. And the reason why I want to take a look at Heikin-Ashi candles is because they're really good for trend following. And trend following is one of the most important things that you can do in this space, guys. When you're just constantly trying to buy the dip in a downtrend, a lot of the times you can really get hurt. So really watching for that wind at your back, the trend to change, is one of the most important things, and these Heikin-Ashi candles can really help you. So when we're taking a look at these Heikin-Ashi candles on the monthly time frame, guys, first of all, what I want you to pay attention to, we're still trading below our 50-month moving average, and that's going to roughly come in at about $22,987. So that's still an area. If we get a nice bounce from here, that's an area that we would have to still try to get up over top. But for me right now, I'm still not even anticipating a test back of that level. And the reason for it, guys, when we're taking a look at these Heikin-Ashi candles, you can see clearly we have not had any strength. When you're looking for a strong bullish Heikin-Ashi candle, you're looking for something like this candle right here. We don't want any wick on the bottom. We want heavier volume, so above average volume. And you can see, guys, no wick here on the bottom. We had a really nice strong close, and that led into the next candle. So Heikin-Ashi candles, you don't want to see when they're strong to the upside. You don't want any wick on the bottom. So you can see how these candles here, they were so strong, we didn't have any wick on the bottom. And now what we're having is the opposite here. You can see in this downtrend, we haven't had many wicks to the upside here, and that's just showing bears in complete control. The bulls tried here, but we did not change that volume profile either, and we just kind of rolled over to the downside here. So that's one thing you're looking for, guys, for this trend to change down here. You'd want to start getting these doji candles at least, and then you'd want to see them turn into these type of candles right over here, and that can give you a clue that the trend may be changing. There may be some strength to the upside. You can see back in here, similar candles, guys. This was actually a really nice percentage run back in the day. That went up almost 369%, but you can see the run that we did have on the monthly candles here. We had about 5 months. There was no wick on the bottom of those candles, so always keeping an eye on that. And that's going to be on the monthly time frame. If we get into our indicators on the monthly, MACD is still to the downside there. We're to negative 3634. Then if we get into our cipher, VWAP is going to be at a negative 0.63. Money flow is going to be a negative 15.11. If we get into the 1 week time frame, we're just going to work our way through, and we're also going to look at the indicators as well, guys, with each time frame that we're looking at. So you can see this big area of support that we're looking at down in this range. I have a support area down here at about $11,790. That's a big area that I'm looking at if we get another flush to the downside, guys, something I've definitely been keeping my eye on. Now, on the weekly time frame, we are still trading below our 200-week moving average and our 50-week moving average, and we have to be careful that we don't end up getting this death cross as well, because if that does cross, guys, that can act as even more overhead resistance that we'll have to get up over top of. And that's the problem, guys. When you fall down through these supports, now they're going to act as overhead resistance, and you have to try to break back up through those, and that's going to take buying pressure. So right now, our 200-week moving average is going to be at $24,363, and then our 50-week moving average is going to be at $26,973. So you can see, guys, these are still ways up ahead. If we do get a nice little bounce, we're going to have a lot of work to do to get up over top of first $20,000. Then it's going to be up around that $22,000, right in that range. If we take a look at our indicators here on the weekly time frame, right now the VWAP is going to be a positive 1.91. Money flow is going to be a negative 37.18. And you can see on this money flow, guys, how there's just been a ton of selling here. Take a look at that. And we haven't started curving back to the upside yet. So we definitely have to be aware of that. MACD is going to be at a positive 445 right now. But the thing, guys, when we're taking a look at this weekly trend, we're almost at a weekly candle close as well. And this is not a strong candle here, just a very small candle. But we have not changed this weekly trend. Still lower highs and lower lows coming in. So we got to get that trend change. That's going to be the most important thing for us. If we get into the 1 day time frame next, and also, guys, let me know down low if you like these quick videos. Just smash that like button for me. Just put quick videos down low. I don't want to take a lot of people's time. I want to give you as much information as I can quickly. So guys, on the 1-day time frame now, like we've talked about, still trading below our 200-day moving average, and that's going to be in white here. This is a really big moving average. If you take a look at it and you study it a lot, guys, just type in 200-day moving average, facts about it in Google, something like that, or whatever search engine you use, and you'll find out, guys, a lot of institutional investors really use this 200-day moving average. And you can see right here, once we broke down through it, guys, just the percentage loss that we had was roughly about 30%, and then you can see we back tested it with a tweezer top here, touched it twice, and then we had a massive fall from there. And that was another about 62% just to that area there. So the fact, guys, as the price keeps going down, this moving average is going to keep getting lower. So at some point we're going to intersect with it, and that's when we need to break up through it with heavy volume, with conviction, even a back test of it, find support. Then we could be off to the races. But right now with us trading below this 200-day moving average, I believe cash is king. You need to be cautious. You need to be careful unless you're just dollar cost averaging in for a longer term position. Okay, so right now, guys, VWAP is going to be at a positive 11.88. Money flow is going to be at a negative 2.77. Let's take a look at our money flow here. So it is starting to curl up a little bit here, guys, trying to get back into the positive. So we do want to keep an eye on that. If we take a look at our MACD, is at a positive 44.84 right now. You can see we did get a little bit of a cross here. So if Bitcoin wants to get moving here, guys, I could see a retest maybe of about $18,720 and then maybe up there around that 200-day moving average, but we still have so much work to do, and I'll show you on the lower time frames here as we get into them. If we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, I'll show you some of the big areas that we have to get over top of here, guys. So right now in the 4-hour time frame, we are challenging this 200 moving average. Right now we need to hold that as support so that we can go up and try to challenge some higher levels such as $17,000 and then be up to around that $17,400. But you can see this big range here of overhead resistance. If we can crack this, then it may give us a shot back up into the $18,400 range, but nothing's guaranteed right now, guys. What I would watch on the 4-hour time frame, if you're watching this uptrend right here, just draw a trend line and make sure that we continue to trade up above this trend line. If we get a break, most likely we're going to be going down to some lower levels, and we'd scout out around 16,284, then be down around that $16,000 would be the areas that I'd look at. If we get into the 1-hour time frame, on the 1-hour time frame here, guys, we have been getting higher highs and higher lows. We're trading up above our 50 moving average as well as our 200-day moving average, so that's looking good. And one thing I like to do, just look at the higher highs and higher lows. You can draw this here, guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to change our trend line now, and we'll just take it right off the closes here because that's what's going to happen with the line graph. So we'll go right off there, and we'll want to keep an eye on this trend line right here. We want to keep the higher highs and higher lows coming in, guys. And you can see these higher lows that are marked by this trend line. That's what's going to be most important for us to keep, and that's going to be roughly at around $16,725 is an area that we would not want to lose. Did have some heavier selling pressure coming in up around this area here, so definitely keeping an eye on that. But right now, guys, I'm still patiently waiting for a great opportunity. I still believe there could be one more big flush to the downside. If not, I'm going to wait for that weekly trend to change, and then I'm going to have the wind at my back, and I'll have plenty of opportunity to trade an uptrend. So if you get some from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know what altcoins you want for tomorrow or Monday. God bless you all. Take care.